Hey, Jupiter Fire here. Today, this is going to be a quick video on how to execute the vertical passing game. And learning how to do this is one of the biggest impacts you can make in your passing threat. If you've been in a situation where your opponent has manned up his coverage and is blitzing you and really giving you a hard time moving the ball, and they're really putting the pressure on you. And learning how to do this is going to alleviate that pressure, and it's going to allow you to be the aggressor. It's going to allow you to attack the opposing defense and give you the ability to score from anywhere on the field. So your target for these types of plays is going to be man coverage. And what you want to do is you just want to throw the ball over the top. There's a few things that you need to understand about this, though, however, and we're going to get right into this just a second. Let me complete this pass here. The first consideration you should make is you need to know if your receivers can outrun the defenders. So let's go to our depth chart here. And we're going to look at Florida State. I'm using Florida State versus Auburn here. And Florida State's wide receiver here, my fastest guy is Rashad Green. He's got 93 speed and 95 acceleration. So that's not bad. And we'll check Auburn out. The corner we're going to target is Jonathan Mincy. He also has 93 speed. And he has 96 acceleration, so he's one step faster on the acceleration. But that's okay. We can still beat him with Green. And I'm going to show you why right here. Now you want to try this with a receiver that is as fast or faster than the defender. Don't ever try to throw a deep ball against a defender that's faster than your receiver. It won't work. Guaranteed. It will work with a receiver and defender that are equal in speed, provided the fact that you make a perfect throw. Okay. Obviously, the faster your receiver is, the better, but you can still complete this pass if there's a perfect throw. So we're going to watch what happens here in this last play. So here's the receiver coming out of the break. At 10 yards, he's still behind. At 20, the fact that his acceleration is higher is going to put him even with the defender at 20 yards out. At 30 yards out, he's got a half a step. And at 40, you've got almost a full step, a little over a full step on the defender. So let's check that out again. And the reason that works is because the defender is still in his back pedal. Okay, now he's turned, now he's accelerating. But your receiver has already reached top speed. And with the perfect throw, you've got a touchdown. So you'll also notice here, there's a safety playing a deep middle on this play that we're just running a regular cover one here. The safety's playing a deep middle, but he's not deep enough, and he's not going to be able to get there. Okay, and you can complete this if you learn how to do this properly. You can complete this 9 out of 10 times. The biggest thing you need is you need time to throw the ball, because you got to sit in the pocket for a good while to throw the ball 50 yards. So you've got good compression. There we go, and that's going to be picked. So the danger, as you just saw, is underthrowing the ball. So we always want to overthrow the ball. And like I said, 9 times out of 10, you'll be able to complete this. The mistake, the interceptions and the tips are going to happen when you don't throw the ball far enough. So to overthrow the ball, you're going to drop back in, and then you're going to take a step forward and then tap your button. There's another underthrow. But you're going to tap the button after you take the step, and you're going to press up on the stick to lead the receiver a little bit. So we've been running the fade right there, but I'm going to change this to a streak. So he's running a straight streak. And usually, well, that's a good catch. Usually the streak you can get by the defender a little easier. But this takes a lot of practice. The timing's got to be perfect. And also, getting sacked is another consideration. We're just completing this under a 4-man rush here. And what's going to happen sometimes is if your defender is blitzing, you're not going to have as much time to throw the ball. And let's talk about that here. So normally what happens in man coverage is your defender has picked, let's do middle blitz. So it's middle blitz has got 6 players coming at you, and everybody else is in man coverage. And you've got, so there it is. So you've only got 5 guys blocking. So what's going to happen here is you're going to get a free man and you're not going to be able to throw the ball. So what we've got to do is, if your defender is doing this to you a lot, if they're basically overloading, blitzing you, we're going to hot route the tight end. And I also like to hot route the running back to stay in. So we've got a tight end is going to stay in block, and a running back is going to do a block and release. So let's watch what happens here. He still got free. Okay, so we picked it up that time. So we picked up the block. Sometimes that doesn't happen, but you also want to make sure your drop is deeper too. So when you anticipate the blitz and you bring an extra blocker, see this situation, the safety is all lined up. You're definitely going to want to throw this deep. So your drop is going to be deeper under the blitz. You need to get back a little further back, and your throw is going to be a little later. So there is a potential to underthrow the ball there. And you want to make sure your quarterback has adequate arm strength. I would recommend your quarterback needs to have at least 85 arm strength to make this throw. Anything less than that, you're going to possibly underthrow the ball, and that's how you're going to get picked off. So let's check his arm strength here. So he's got plenty. He's got 95. That's great. So he's basically going to be able to chunk the ball a really long way. I mean, good grief, that's like 65 yards. That's pretty much the limit for a guy that I've seen. I haven't seen guys throw the ball much further than that. But whenever your opponent does this to you, you really want to make them pay. And throwing this vertical route is the way to do it. And if you look at the defense here, we've got a safety that's walked up into the box. But typically your man coverage is going to look something like this. You're going to have your corners playing off. You're going to have a single high safety, and this safety will be up. And this is a big indication that you got man coverage. Now, this is the cover 4 play, and it looks exactly the same as cover 1. But your corners are dropping in deep thirds. you will not be able to throw the ball over past these guys. So don't even try. The one exception would be is if you have a really, really fast receiver and the corners are a little slow, you could sneak that one over the top, but I typically wouldn't even try it. You know, maybe if you had like a Sammy Watkins type of player in a slow corner, it might work, but yeah, if you could add this to your game plan, it really, really, really changes the game. And you will, if you complete a few of these passes, you won't see the pressure. The pressure will disappear because you'll be scoring touchdowns. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.